Alright, this is SohCahToa. So if this is your triangle, you're going to find the trigonometric ratios based on their sides and their lengths. So if this is opposite, it's going to be 3. If this is adjacent, it's going to be 4. And if this is your hypotenuse, it's going to be 5, because this is theta, and this is the angle that we're going to be solving for. So for sine, it's opposite over hypotenuse, and so that would be 3 over 5 if this is beta. For step 2, to find the angle, use the case ratios to isolate theta, and you would use the inverse of sine for that. As you can see, sine of -1 is 3/5, which is your trigonometric ratio. And if you're going to plug it in and solve, make sure that your calculator is in degrees, not in radians, and that's going to be 36.9 degrees. You're going to have the same answer for the other two, for cosine and tangent, because you're still solving for the same angle. You're just using a different ratio to find that. So for cosine, it's going to be adjacent over hypotenuse, 4 over 5, inverse cosine, and that's also going to equal 36.9 degrees. Same thing for tangent. You're going to use the opposite over adjacent ratio, which is 3 over 4, and you're going to use the inverse of tangent to find the degree angle measured. So on your own, try to find the other angle using the same side ratios.
So now we're going to teach you law of sines. This is the law of sines. Side A over sine of angle A equals side B over sine of angle B equals side C over sine of angle C. So here's angle A, angle B, and angle C, and side A is going to be opposite from A, side B is going to be opposite from angle B, and side C is going to be opposite from angle C. And on your own, use ratios of laws of sine to solve for the missing angles and sides for this triangle. To solve for this triangle, since we already know the angle and the side of B, we're going to do side B over sine of angle B, which equals side C over the angle of sine of angle C. And so once you have that, you're going to cross multiply, so it's going to be 28 times sine of angle C over sine of angle B, which is going to be 56.5 feet. That's for side C, angle C. And then to solve for side and angle A, you're going to do 180 minus 102 plus 28, which is going to be 49 degrees. That's for angle A. And now to find side of A, you're going to use side B over sine of angle B equals side of A over angle over sine of angle A. And once you do that, it's going to be 43.6 feet. Okay, so now we're going to teach you laws of cosine. So we have two different kinds of forms. There's the standard form, which is used to find the sides, and then the alternative form, which is used to find the angles. Now here we'll talk about the applications of the law of cosine. So for this triangle, they have all sides, and in order to find the angles, we're going to have to use the alternative form. So for this one, we decided to use find the angle of B. So what we would do here is we would use this equation right here to find the angle of B. And then once you have that, you're going to plug in all the side values, and then you're going to solve it out, and you should get negative 0.45089. And then from there, to find the angle, you're going to do angle B equals inverse cosine times negative 0.45089, which will give you 116.807 degrees. And then from there, you can use laws of sines to make it easier for yourself. And then you will do 19 over sine of 116.807, which equals 8 over sine of A. And then you can solve from there.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about standard form, and we're going to use this equation right here. So b squared equals a squared plus c squared minus 2ac times the cosine of b. So b squared, don't know what that is. A squared, opposite of A, angle A, which is going to be 8, plus c squared, which is 14 squared, minus 2ac, so 8 and 14, times cosine of angle B, which is 116. And if you get your calculator out, so 8 squared plus 14 squared minus 2 times 8 times 14 times cosine of 116 is 358.2. So we're going to isolate b. I'm going to take the square root of that. Take your calculator out, and you will find that b equals 19. So this here is going to be 19, and then you can use law of sines to find the other two angles, which will make it easier. So there you go.